Happy Friday, everybody.
It is Friday. We made it.
Oh, and it is also 6 months to the day.
Can you believe that?
To the start of the Summer Games.
It's going to fly by.
Paris.
It is. Yeah.
I feel like we were just covering Olympics.
We were.
We are.
We had 2 in 1 year. Right?
Yeah, because of the pandemic. That's right. Because of the pandemic, it
Right. Got bucked.
Winter and summer.
Yeah. So here we go again.
Yeah, and Kia, you've been talking about some of the newest sports that we have this year.
So we were talking about this during the broadcast this morning. Again, 6 months out from this year's Olympics, they're taking us to Paris this time, and these are the changes that you should be ready for. So for those newest sports added to the games are sport climbing, skateboarding, surfing, and then what's called breaking. It's just shorthand for breakdancing. But we did take a look at the Paris Olympics website to kind of get a background on the newest sports. It says that the International Olympic Committee is in part behind those additions. So that committee, or IOC, wants to, quote, set a new standard for inclusive, gender-balanced, and youth-centered games. So the hope is just to get some more young folks involved in a more inclusive games. Now, we asked this during the morning show, what is your favorite Olympic sport to watch? And we had a few responses. I don't know if we have them already, but of course...
Summer Olympic sport.
Summer Olympics, yes. And a lot of folks said gymnastics, of course. Swimming
that's my
was one of the top responses. But what about y'all? What do y'all like to see?
I love gymnastics. I got to go to the Olympics when it was in Beijing and cover gymnastics.
Wow.
And so that has always just been my favorite sport of all time. But like Ben said, I'm very interested in watching these new ones, especially breakdancing.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, the breakdancing thing I think is what I'm looking forward to most, just because it's different.
What's your all-time favorite before these new ones?
Okay.
I mean, I do, if you're talking strictly like the Summer Games, I do enjoy the gymnastics just because it's like, you know, edge of your seat, like, you know.
Stick it.
You know, they get more notoriety than any.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why a lot of people are gymnastics fans, because you see it all the time.
Joy Mott saying, I love gymnastics.
But I also like that you can turn it on and credit to NBC. They usually do such a great job in covering it. That you can turn it on at any moment and really be captivated by whatever they're talking about, because there's so many great personal stories behind, you know, all these competitions, and you just get hooked almost no matter what the sport is.
I love the running, and I had a chance to go to the Olympics in '96 in Atlanta.
Oh, and you ran with the torch when it came through here.
The Winter Olympics torch.
He did.
He
did. Yeah.
So it's exciting.
I want to live your life.
No, you don't.
I think we got the responses now. So swimming, volleyball. Okay, I've never watched volleyball.
Volleyball is so fun to watch.
Really?
Yes.
So, women's volleyball is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I got things to check out. Swimming.
In the sand, by the way.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Okay.
Or wrestling.
All right, so I thought everyone was going to chime in and say gymnastics, to be honest. But we've got a variety here.
What else were you saying, Larry? You were saying some of your favorite. You got to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, for whatever reason, the marathons are always exciting because you see there's always the East African winners that come, both male and female. But yeah, some of the runners are just amazing, you know. But you can't help but love gymnastics. I mean, it's so out front. But I'm looking forward to surfing in the River Seine.
Yeah, right. Makes you wonder where they're gonna do the surfing.
Where are they
But they do. There is the Atlantic Ocean. We have to remember. So there are beaches where they can surf in France.
This is gonna be interesting.
Kia, what about you? What's your favorite?
Gymnastics.
Yeah. How can you not? And my favorite too is like watching the parents. Like, remember Allie Raisman's parents, when they would be like, like with all her stuff, they're like doing it along with her. And so NBC started like just filming her parents and then showing them as she was doing. It's like you're almost just trying to will her to stick it, you know?
Emma says sports climbing is something she's looking forward to. I'd be interested to see exactly how that works. Like, how do you sports climb?
How do you score these things?
How do you score breakdancing?
That's what I want to know.
It's going to be exciting to see that. It's going to be very rhythmic. A lot of fun.
Very rhythmic.
Yeah.
John Kelly say the Olympics doesn't seem to capture America's interest as it has in the past. I think it's due to the time difference, and we already know the results before the event airs on TV. I think this has been a very interesting thing to cover throughout my career. I'm sure you especially, Larry, like I remember when there was that first Olympics, I can't remember which one it was, and there was such a huge time difference, and we had Twitter for the first time, and so results were coming out, and people were finding the results before. I remember
way beforehand.
That was our coverage was so, it was like TV stations were trying to figure out, wait, how do you cover this? And then you had to start saying, spoiler alert, but then people could Google it and find it online. But going back to what you said, I think NBC does such a good job, because even if you do watch the live feed in the morning, which people can do, in the evening when they do that primetime coverage, the commentary with athletes who have usually competed in that sport and the stories, it's just so captivating.
I think it's one of those things that even if you know how a movie ends, you know it's good, you want to watch it anyway to see how it comes together. I think it's the same sort of thing. Of like, even if you know the results, you know the competition itself is going to be really good.
At least only 4 hours ahead. You know, so far ahead, like some of the Olympics, like in Beijing when they were there.
When it was a huge time difference. So.
Now, Melissa, I love you, Melissa, and I love all your comments, but she just wrote, I never watched the Olympics.
Really?
Really?
That surprises me.
That surprises me, too.
You have 6 months to prepare.
Right, shameless self-promotion. Watch it here.
That's right, true. Because Lord knows I'm not the biggest sports fan, but I don't think you need to be in order to be the Olympics.
Yeah.
Just to dip in occasionally and watch.
It's the human interest stories that are just so interesting. And these uniquely talented people who can do otherworldly things.
Yeah. And to see who really rises to the top, too, rises to the occasion.
The best part of the Olympics is really, and this is being serious, it's the opening and closing ceremony.
It's so fun to watch.
The lighting of the torch is always exciting.
Yeah, it is.
At the very beginning,
I can't wait.
All right, so chime in, let us know what you're looking forward to the most, and then you can catch the Olympics right here on WCNC in 6 months.
Wow.